Hello sweetie pies, it's Shaaba. Welcome back to the Tuesday. Another week, another video. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. It's been a while since we've done a little assumptions video, and so I decided today should be an assumptions bisexual edition. What do we think about that? Let's see how much of a true bisexual I really am. I asked on Instagram for your bisexual assumptions in general and your bisexual assumptions about me. And I thought we should go through some today, but before we do, many of which I'm sure are going to feel like very personal attacks, I'd like to say a little thank you to today's video sponsor, Pride Counselling. I have been working with and using Pride Counselling for quite a while now. If you don't know, it's an amazing service that provides online private counselling specifically for the LGBT+ community. As I said, I have been using the service myself this summer, and I have to say firsthand, it's amazing. It's really good. It's really helped me out. All of the counsellors on Pride Counselling are LGBT+ friendly, which is so reassuring because it just eliminates one of those worries, you know, that you have, especially when you're going to share stuff that's so vulnerable. And the counsellors are not just LGBT+ friendly, they are also licensed, trained and fully accredited with at least 3 years of experience and certification from their state's professional boards. With it being online, you can take counselling sessions from the comfort of your own home, which I find absolutely amazing, and you can do it in all sorts of formats. I did video calls, but you can also do telephone calls, just DMs if you like. And with it being online, it's also more affordable than most in-person counselling. And if you still can't quite afford it, that's totally chill, because Pride Counselling have financial aid that you can apply for, because no one should feel left out when it comes to mental health. So if you want to check out Pride Counselling and potentially sign up, you can click my link downstairs in the description box, pridecounselling.com/Shaaba, and get 10% off your first month. On with the video. Oh, should we take a look at some of these bisexual assumptions? I have a feeling that some of them are going to be greedy. Do you know what I mean? Like the typical bisexual tropes. Oh, so slutty. I bet she's really into threesomes. Let's see what we have in store today. Alright, lovelies. Every bi person has at least one cat. I would say I wasn't expecting this one. I mean, I wish for this to be true, because cats are amazing. I'm definitely a cat person. I'm a cat-dog person. I don't dislike dogs, but I love cats. And we do have a cat, so I guess it's true, though. I don't know, does that count for a household or an individual? Because both Jamie and I are bisexual, but we only have one cat. Does this mean we need another cat? I think it does. Watch this space. Bi people are only attracted to two genders. Doesn't mean that they don't believe in more than two genders. That's a really interesting assumption. I mean, it's a definition, right? Personally, just being very honest here, I always did assume, before I was schooled, that bi people were only attracted to two genders. I was like, yeah, non-binary people don't fit in that. That's pansexuality, right? But it's not. I have learnt, as I said in a previous video where I sort of looked at the difference between pansexuality, I just hit myself in the lip, and bisexuality. While some people do use the terms interchangeably, fair. I mean, you do you at the end of the day. I'm not going to tell you what your label is, how you should define yourself. Having heard from a lot of people from both sides who identify as bisexual and pansexual, the biggest difference seems to be that bisexual people are gender or gender expression led, whereas pansexual people don't see gender or gender expression. Pan people can be attraction led. Pan people recognise that gender exists, but their attraction is not based on gender or gender expression markers, whereas bisexual people are. There you go. I personally, as I said before, have never in the past, like historically, been attracted to non-binary people. That's not to say that it doesn't happen. I can't say that I'm not attracted to non-binary people, because what do non-binary people look like, you know? But all I can do is base it on experience. So my experience, sure, I personally have only been attracted to two genders in the past. But who knows? That might change. If I did find myself finding a non-binary person super attractive, then I would still call myself bisexual, because the best definition of bisexual that I learned from doing that video is that bisexuality does mean two, but instead of meaning two as boy and girl, like the binary, the two is same gender and gender not the same, so a different gender, which just makes so much more sense to me. My assumption is that it's your partner's personality that is what you're attracted to, and not their appearance. That is so interesting! For me, no, that's not the case. Personally, I think Jamie's super hot. For those of you who don't know, I have a partner called Jamie. He's also a creator online. You probably knew him before you knew me. I'm pointing here, editing Shaaba. Please put a little photo of Jamie right here. And yes, Jamie does have a beautiful personality, but my attraction, I sound so shallow, but it's definitely look-based, like looks, definitely play a role for me. The vibe of a person, the way that they act and see and present and feel, that is very important to me. It's kind of a difficult one though, because Jamie and I were friends for a good year before we got together and before he came out. Like, I knew Jamie's personality way before I was physically attracted to him, so that's why I was just like, But no, definitely appearance based. It's part of that cocktail that makes my body tingle, you know? Let's move on before I embarrass myself any further. Bisexual people may be scared to commit to one set of individuals. One set of individuals? What does this mean? I think I would be scared to commit to a set of individuals if by set we're talking about gender. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe not now. I guess right now I'd probably just say guys because I'm Jamie sexual. I'm just into Jamie right now. But that's, yeah, no, but in terms of like just not romantically, but just, you know, like window shopping with the eyes, I don't think I could commit to one. That's like one of the most beautiful perks in life, being like, oh my god, she's hot. Oh my god, he's hot too. Oh my god, they're so hot. Having said that, there is definitely this huge trope that like bisexual people can't commit to an individual. So if we're talking about individual people, get out of here. Bisexual people can totally commit. Like, I am monogamous. It's part of my nature. It's who I am. And just because I'm attracted to multiple genders doesn't mean that I'm more likely to cheat. Your sexual attraction has nothing to do with how committal you are. Is committal a word? Commitment-y. Committed. Interesting assumption though. Interesting assumption. Bisexual people must have 2 of everything. No more, no less. That is so true. I'm saying that with my 2 eyes, my 2 weenuses, my 2 mobile phones. When I make myself toast in the morning, I only ever put 2 beans on top. Could you imagine? Life would be so frustrating. Or if we always had to have 2. Gosh, could you imagine if you had to do 2 nervous poops in the morning before you went to do like some big interview? That would suck. Bisexual people cannot wear long sleeve shirts without rolling the sleeves up. I don't know what you're talking about. How dare you get out of here with your silly assumptions. What a silly assumption to make. I don't like stereotypes, but I have to say so many of the bi ones are so true. When I experienced bi culture for the first time and truly understood like the sheer amount of things that bisexual people attempt to claim, it's so funny. Sleeves, clear phone cases, rolled up cuffs, which I've literally got right now, finger guns, all of this stuff. Kapow! I tell you, it's all part of our plan of world domination. Keep that a secret. Right here. Bisexual people are very indecisive. I'm not gonna lie, I am a very indecisive person, but that's got nothing to do with my sexuality. I'm just confused all the time with anything in life. I just think it's part of being a millennial and living in society in 2021. Who wouldn't be confused? But I'll tell you something, one thing I'm not confused about is my sexuality. I have that on tap. I'm very happy with my sexuality. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I like, and being bisexual has nothing to do with my indecisiveness. I can talk. Bisexual people are super chill. Is this true? If this is an assumption about bi people that typically tends to be true, I have to say, I don't think I fit in that. I guess it depends on how you think about it. Like, liberally, yeah, I'm super chill, but I'm not super chill in terms of my being. Like, I feel like I constantly have beans in my pants, and in my brain, I don't think I'm a very chill person. I'm always like on the go, I'm always feeling super happy. You know when you go on holiday, and there are those people that just kind of, ow, that was my arm cracking, because I'm old now. But there are people who just spend like a week, and they just sit on the beach, stay in their hotel rooms, chill, sunbathe, blah blah blah. Like, nothing sounds worse to me. I mean, many things sound worse. That sounds very bratty. But that is not my idea of a fun holiday. Like, I need to be on. I don't need to be running around doing like 10 million things in a day. But I want to be exploring things and seeing things. Basically, I'm not a chill person. That's what I'm trying to say. So, if that is an assumption, it's not correct about me. But very interesting to know. You come out as bi, you get good style. I so wish this were true. Sadly, I don't think I fit this assumption. But I have to say, most of the time when I'm like, ooh, I like your vibe, You seem like a really cool person. They tend to be either gay or bi or pan or LGBT plus in some way. Correlation is not causation. But all I'm saying is there's a whole lot of correlation right there. Bi people do just tend to have good taste. Me being the exception. I don't know what it is. I'm not very good at clothes. I'm trying. I'm trying to like style my hair differently. I think this jumper's like cool. But I'm also wearing them with cuff joggers. So, you know. Oh. Now that's not a nice one. I don't like this one at all. Goes back to my point. Being bisexual, just because there's more potential people in your pond of attraction doesn't mean you're gonna cheat on someone. It's so bizarre that people have this mindset or that this is like in any way a valid assumption. Seriously, if you are straight, I really mean that. There are 3.5 billion potential people that you could sleep with in this world. You may have one partner, but you could still potentially go out and cheat with another 3.4999999 billion people. That's wild that people would think that just because that 3.4 billion is like 7 billion. Wait, 7 billion is the world's population, right? Anyway, my point is, just because 3.5 billion goes to 7 billion, honestly, that's such an arbitrary difference when you're sleeping with one person. Why do people think this? It's so confusing to me. They have much more to look at in movies. Yup, and I have to say, LGBT plus people don't get a lot of privilege. People of colour don't get a lot of privilege. So give me this, friend. Give me this. There is nothing more exciting. There's nothing more satisfying than watching a movie and just falling in love and lusting over all the protagonists. I remember having a movie night with some straight friends and one of them was like, wow, he's hot. I was like, yup. And then the guy was like, but she's hot. I was like, yup. I never felt more bi. And there are so many movies where it fits so well. The new Men in Black International, very nice. And whilst we're at it, judge me if you like, Twilight. The whole damn cast is so attractive. Being bi helped with your attraction to Jamie before he transitioned. Ooh, this is a personal one. Your assumption, I see where it comes from, but it is not true. It is absolutely not true, my love. Something that I have said on this channel before, I was not in a relationship with Jamie before he transitioned. It was only after he came out and after he started the transition process that our friendship, which was very strong, we were best friends for a good year, pre-Jamie, before Jamie was Jamie, before I knew what the term transgender even meant, and we didn't get together, our friendship, our closeness didn't develop into something more until after he began transitioning. Something I haven't mentioned online before, and it sounds really mean, but it is true, and this is such a common occurrence. Like, ever since I came out as bi, people are always like, oh yeah, that makes sense, that's why you're into trans people. That's not the case. At all. Me being bi has nothing to do with my attraction to Jamie. It's actually because I found another girl super hot, stalked them online, found out that they were bi, listened to their experiences of talking about bisexuality and was like, oh, holy crap, this is me. Like, this makes sense. But I will say, with no offense intended to Jamie whatsoever, I didn't find Jamie attractive before he transitioned. My attraction towards women is towards very femme women, and Jamie has never, ever presented, pre-Jamie had never, ever presented in that way. So, no, I don't think being bi has helped me in any way with that. I understand logistically why it might be an assumption, but it's certainly a wrong assumption, and I feel like that assumption can be quite damaging, which is sometimes where I'm a little bit stern about it, specifically online, just to shut it down, because I think not only does it invalidate my experience as a bi person, it also invalidates trans people, because it's like saying, oh, well, you're not fully a man. That's why Shaaba can be into you, because she likes girls too, and that's just not the case. So there you go. That is the assumptions for today. Do you agree with many of them? Do you fit into many of them? Are you like, holy crap, I'm being so called out for being bi right now? I have to say, the sleeves one got me. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to, subscribe if you would like to see more, no pressure. I'm gonna catch you next week with another video. I'm actually gonna be moving to 2 uploads very soon. We've got some cool announcements coming on this channel. Watch this space. But for now, whether you're bi or not, keep being your beautiful selves, be kind, and have a great day. See you soon. Bye!